Hello and welcome back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, or should I call it reading a damn book? Because that's what this game has always been about, is reading book. Yep. So I think I fixed the lagging from last time, so I'm gonna hope that it's good. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Do this. Do that. The visual novel experience, except the visual novel experience, but it has a fighting game built into it. Okay, alright. So who are we doing today? Alright, how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? That's okay. Alright, let's go with Aigis. Why not? Somebody said do Aigis, so... Oh, the phone's ringing.
Are you awake?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I had turned off my consciousness to test the new equipment installed on me.
Yes, that's why we use the emergency channel. We've been asked to go into action.
Is that Adachi? Hang on. That sounds a hell of a lot like Adachi.
Has something happened? Who sent the request?
We'll brief you on the details in transit. Also, regulations say that the member with the lowest serial number is in command. Currently, that's you.
I'm in command? Are you sure about this? After all,
You're well suited for it, in my opinion.
Understood.
Oh, we're at the airport. You gotta stop doing so many voices. Adachi, man. You do the funny. It's May 1st. Men equipped with assault suits and tactical vests line the concrete ground. Their urban camouflage and unmoving pose give them an appearance of an orderly line of rocks. 30 minutes have passed since the special assault team took up their positions on the landing strip surrounding the plane. Okay, so basically the plane.
Tell me about the situation and make it quick. We don't have much time.
Okay, so the situation is that there's a thing on the doohickey above. One of the team members stepped forward. The touchscreen tablet in his right hand has a summary of the case on it. On May 1st, 2012, around 0900 hours, a wide-body passenger aircraft heading to Kagoshima sent out a 3500 squad. Basically, yeah, the plane was hijacked. Since uprising occurred during passengers on board, only half the passengers, 168 exactly, had boarded. Yet 10 crew members bring a total of 100. Yeah. Some passengers seated near the hatch have successfully escaped. The following point were gained from questioning them. Take care not to be seen by the hijackers. There are 3 hijackers. All of them are covering their faces with ski masks. All of them are armed in what seem to be pistols. From their voice and building, they appear to be male. They're male, and they all spoke fluent Japanese. Okay. Currently, the aircraft is questioned and moved to the front of the landing strip at the hijackers' insistence, and it stopped there. The authorities have attempted to negotiate with the hijackers by radio, but they made no demands. The team members finished their report. The captain nods silently and addresses
There
his
hasn't
team.
been a plane hijacked in this country in over 10 years. None of us, not even me, have dealt with this before.
Yeah.
Still, the procedure remains the same. Trust yourself, remember your training, and keep a cool head.
Okay, I could do that. The captain turns towards the plane again. Taking that as a cue, the team squatters to their specific posts to take up positions. The only thing to do now is to see what happens. Eventually, 10 o'clock comes around. Half an hour has passed with no new developments. Are they basically just explaining the entire event that happened with the plane?
Come on, talk to us.
The captain mutters to himself deep in thought. From the perspective of rescuing the hostage, every second that passes without learning hijackers' objective. Yeah. The captain and his team can wait in hiding, but the same is not true for the passengers on board. It's true not only for the hostages, but for the hijackers as well. When people lose their nerve, they tend to act harshly. The hostages begin to lose hope, and the hijackers will begin taking it out on the hostages. An hour into the incident, anything could happen inside the plane. The captain would do nothing but glare as the time ticked by. After 15 more minutes had passed, a slight change in the situation was reported. All emails and calls going through the station near the airport have been checked, but at the moment no messages are thought to have been sent from inside the plane. It appears the hijackers had confiscated all cellular phones and per standard hijacking
Sir,
plans,
there's a
but
report from HQ. They picked up a transmission from one of the passenger cell phones. It's a smartphone with GPS, so they can tell it's inside the plane.
Confirm those details for me.
okay. So what's the situation? What did the plane say? More and more devices have communicated. And the more hostages they are involved with, the more encouraged they become, and the more likely they have to take risks. Unfortunately, more hostages involved means it's all the more dangerous to provoke the hijackers. Each individual hostage is worth less to them. The details of the transmission make it apparent that the situation is worse than the team has assumed. The cell phone's owner is a man in his 60s in first class. He signed up for a certain service after being diagnosed with heart illness. It is remote EKG monitoring service that keeps track of the patient's heartbeat. A scheduled message was automatically sent from the patient's cell phone. The service provider promptly contacted the police, informing them that the man is in bad shape.
His life is at stake if we don't wrap this up within the hour.
A panic spreads, and our proposal for a negotiation based on the fact and proposal to storm the plane is both considered. But because of only half the passengers on board, the situation inside the plane is uncertain, making divisions of tactical plans difficult. Though if nothing is done, a passenger will surely succumb within an hour. A blunder like that must be avoided at all costs. That was the thinking that guided the police officials to make their decision. That same day at 10:30.
What? Withdraw? This is a hijacking. What are you thinking, withdrawing our people? Yes, I understand.
Wait, why are we withdrawing our people?
Wait, what's going on?
Orders are orders. We'll fall back at once.
Why are we But the plane. No one understood the sudden withdrawal order. Why withdraw the team during a hijacking? No one on scene agreed with the decision, but the order could not be overturned. The men here are not the brain, but limbs with power is best to put to use by precisely following orders. Just then another group approaches without a sound. Well, look who decided to come. The member is dressed differently in suits and trench coats, but all of them are wearing black and sunglasses. At a glance, it's clearly that they are tall, well-built, and used to rough situations. With nearly 20 of them gathering in one place, they are imposing despite their silence. They don't seem to be the airport personnel, but neither are they known to the police. But the captain senses they are in the same line of work and approaches.
Who are you?
His voice is laced with suspicion, but the man at the head of the group speaks dispassionately as if he'd heard
The
nothing.
next half hour, we're in command of this scene.
You didn't answer the question. Who's responsible for this?
The captain's tone unconsciously hardens. The group of men in black parts and one of their numbers in the rear steps forth. The captain can't stop himself from furrowing his brow. You can already sense the unrest spreading amongst the team, who watches in silence. The one stepping forward looks like a 17 to 18-year-old girl. She's dressed in black and wearing sunglasses like those around her, but her slender build is out of place. Her blonde hair stands on even more... Oh my god, it's Aigis. Hello, Aigis. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic.
So you're the one in charge?
Yes,
Are you shitting me?
You're shitting me.
there is no time to waste quarreling.
The girl looks at him fearlessly, despite the armed team surrounding her. The absurdity of it all is what helps the captain get over his surprise. Her age and appearance are most likely meaningless. She is clearly no ordinary
You're
girl.
not even gonna tell me who you're with?
I cannot.
So you expect me to hand over control of the scene to you without even telling me who the hell you are?
I believe orders to withdraw have already been issued.
Her calm, sweet voice only irritates him. The captain closes the distance to this girl, and while he stops short of grabbing her suit, he glares into those blue eyes from only inches away.
I don't know what kind of juice you have with the brass, but are you ready to be responsible for the deaths of those passengers?
Yes.
Your protests are doing nothing to relieve the danger. Rescuing them as soon as possible is my, or rather, our duty.
Just let the girl do her thing. She'll be fine, hopefully. The girl is completely unruffled as she speaks. It's like she's a machine or something. The captain thinks, more dumbfounded than angry.
Have faith in us. We too wish to save them.
For the first time, something like determination flickers within those crystalline eyes. After looking into them, the captain finds something akin to resolving and confidence in them. He steps back. Raising his right hand to his chest, he shows the girl his watch.
But you got exactly 30 minutes and not a second more.
Understood.
Alright, let's see what Aigis is gonna do. After the girl nods, she gives the instructions to prepare a stair car to the group she is leading. The captain's first fist tightens nervously. Since there are few uses for a stair car, quietly moving it into place may make the hijackers think that a strike team is getting ready to storm the plane. But there's no hesitation in the girl's action.
Well then, move in as naturally as possible while staying in their blind spots.
Oh my god, Aigis is smart. Holy crap. Eventually, a roofless stair car advances slowly towards the passenger plane.
Closest we can get without them noticing will be about 10 meters from the plane.
That will be more than enough.
More than enough? What's the point of half-assing it like that? The captain's annoyance begins to turn to curiosity. If she is replacing the SAT, then she must have a plan beyond simply brute forcing, but
Now, let's begin.
what is she gonna do? The stair car stops. The girl gets out of the driver's seat. She walks slightly behind the vehicle, turns towards the passenger plane, and squats down.
Doing?
The captain brings up a pair of binoculars to see what she's doing. At first, he assumes she's going to use the stair car's movement as a decoy and send her team from a different direction. Like humans, most vehicles have significantly blind spots above and underneath. Yet that doesn't seem to be her plan. Does she plan to make her move while using the stair car as cover? Is she possibly going to snipe them? Oh, Aigis is going straight for the murdering. Alright, fair. The captain discards that possibility. Oh, never mind. Dang it, Aigis! It would be foolish to set up a sniper perch at a lower angle of elevation where the girl is now. While the captain mulls over the question, the girl makes an unexpected move. She appears to lower her stance slightly one moment, and in the next, she's no longer in sight. By the time the captain realizes she is running, she has already reached the top of the stair car. Her slender body launches like a cannonball from the top of the stairs.
What? She jumped?
She jumped? What? Even the SAT members voice their surprise. The girl leap arcs a distance of over 10 meters. It's clearly beyond the ability of a human being. Coming in the middle of a hijacking, the scene seems even more surreal. The girl lands on top of the aircraft and stands as if nothing unusual has happened. She looks at the aircraft underneath her and slowly turns her head to scan it from back to front. It reminds the captain of the movement of a security camera. He knows it should be impossible, but wonders if she can see through the plane's ceiling. Eventually, the girl seems convinced of something begins to walk. When she reaches the boarding hatch at the front, she moves her right hand to her back. The captain notices a special knife, coated gray from the blade to the hilt in his hand. The girl suddenly lowers her stance and slides down the side of the aircraft. Just as she's about to fall, she thrusts the knife into the jamb of the hatch and dangles from it. She then uses her left hand to pull the handle and unlocks the hatch with ease. Once the thick, airtight door juts out of the aircraft, the girl nimbly jumps into the plane. The captain is shocked by the dauntless methods. He begins to wonder if she intends to defuse the situation on her own. The captain lowers the binoculars and faces the reality before him with his own eyes. Who in the world is she? The doubts he had dismissed rise with him again. Is your grenade needed? I mean, well, hey, what's stopping you? Warning lights goes on in the cramped cockpit. Two people then notice it at once. One of them is the captain sitting in the pilot's seat. The other is a man holding a gun to the back of the captain's head. The light in the labels hatch opened. Even an amateur could understand what that means. The man suddenly tenses and stands ready at the passenger side door. He prepares himself for someone to charge through, but he quickly regains composure and turns the gun back to the captain. The man casts irritating glances back and forth between the cabin door and the door for a while, but eventually approaches the door with a gun pointed at the captain. He cautiously cracks open the door and looks towards the passenger seats. Just outside the cockpit is the first class section, but the passengers were gathered in economy class at the time of the hijacking. First class is empty. The man squints to ward off observation, or worse, snipers. The windows covered from down coming into the darkened plane from the bright cockpit force his eyes to adjust. But from the corner of his eye, he sees the gleam of light shining in that's unlike the regular ones, and within the light is a silhouette. Before he can react, the silhouette figure closes the distance. A hand grabs the edge of the door and opens it with tremendous force. I love 30 million lines of text in my game. I know, it sucks. Two quick, heavy blow follows. The man collapses without a sound. The captain turns around in surprise to see the intruder, a blonde girl with an index finger to her lips, signaling silence. The first lay of the man on the ground and then removes the pistol from his hand. In close inspection, it's only a model gun, supplementally with the metal parts. The seam between the parts is different placed compared to a real one. It was taken apart and some pieces would look nothing like a real gun. The girl then takes handcuffs from a small patch in her waist and fastens the man's arm to the seat leg near the window. Even if he wakes up, he'll be unable to stand. Though the captain still looks as if wishing to say something, the girl's eyes meets him and insists of silence as she leaves. The curtains dividing first class. Oh my god, there's so much this is like exactly like reading a book. Literally, it's just blah 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 blah. Everyone in placement matches the reading, and yeah, the heat. Basically, she saw the heat monitor. He knows where they are. Yeah, the man closes to her is only a few steps away. She judges that he can easily be disabled if he moves she moves quickly. They both carry pistols. Yep, because they're hijackers. They obviously, and she beats them down. The girl swiftly punches aside the curtains and grabs the closer man's right wrist. The hijacker is caught off guard by the sudden appearance of such a slender girl. Stop moving for a moment. He surrenders by chance of victory he may have had. With a painful cry, he drops the pistol to the ground. The girl uses his grip on his right hand to put him in the ground and smoothly pulls out another pair of handcuffs and locks his arm to the passenger seat. The man thrashes about, and despite his struggling, he is no better than a worm writhing on the ground. The last hijacker finally recovers his shock and aims the gun. The girl pulls a button from the other man's sleeve and flicks it towards the opponent's face. The button travels at immense speed, though it was actually only from his finger. The man tries to shield his face, but it was too late. He groans in pain when the projectile strikes his forehead. The girl does not let the opportunity pass. She easily jumps over to the three-seated wide center block of seats with one arm and grabs the man's right hand. There, she repeats the same procedure she'd used before. Ugh. Their weapons are immediately seized while the restraints on the floor. This feels like a McDonald's book. I know. A murmuring chorus arises.
I have come to rescue you.
Oh, whew. Oh, thank God. It would be real bad if she said, "Do not be alarmed. I've come to hurt every single one of you."
Your safety has not been secured yet, so please stay calm and remain in your seats.
I swear, Deep Breath is playing every 5 seconds. The passengers erupt in cheer. There's sporadic applause as well, but there's a slightly hysterical tingle to the reaction.
Excuse me. We were told someone requires medical assistance for their chronic heart illness. His name is...
Just as the girl approaches the center of the plane, she senses a male passenger stand up from his seat. He is extremely quiet as he do so. The girl blatantly picks up on the incongruity. All the other passengers are nervous. It is then that she feels something hard press against the back of her head. She knows without looking that it's the muzzle of a gun. The nearby passenger's cry of relief suddenly turns to screams.
I am impressed with your judgment to stay hidden until an opportunity arose.
The girl is Wait a minute, did somebody just come up? I am no longer mentally well and I will commit a small felony. Alright, fair. I'm going to jaywalk and you cannot stop me. Left with no choice, the girl, okay. After about 10 steps, another man stands up as expected.
And you too.
The man doesn't answer, he slowly approaches from the front. The girl is now sandwiched from front to back. At that moment, footsteps sound from beyond the curtains leading into first class. The two culprits both react at once, but it's too late. Over 10 men in black rush in once from beyond the curtains, while the girl had drawn the hijack. Oh yeah. So basically, they got beaten down real hard. Blah blah blah, and they're dead. They've been handcuffed. Hip hip hooray. Anyway, he is immediately tripped and restrained once he falls to the ground. The girl stands up and looks around. If there were any more hijackers inside the plane, he could be their last chance to make a stand, but no one rises from the seats. She glances towards the men in black, and they nod back in acknowledgement. It seems the crisis had been averted. The girl carefully keeps her thoughts from appearing on her face and gives an inner sigh of relief. Soon afterwards, the sweeper team gives a report confirming that the aircraft is secure. The girl works with the cabin crew to arrange transport for the man with a heart illness before she steps out for a moment. She stands at the stair car and turns the blue designator light, waving it in circles towards the SAT's position. It is a signal that the crisis is over.
Ready?
Where's Adachi? I don't know, man. I've been looking for years. I can't find her.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes. There should have been at least 3 hijackers.
You know what they remind me of is those guys. Like Men in Black or something.
Captain, who are those people? Is that one even human?
Yeah, no.
This is just a rumor. But I've heard that the higher-ups formed an unofficial security group in conjunction with a certain corporation. It's supposedly for cases that are a little strange. I hear they have some official standing with the police, too.
A little strange, you do say. A little quirky, if you might say.
Though it's all some private enterprise, so technically, there's no authority involved at all.
What? But this is Japan we're talking about.
A search and destroy unit that answers to no department, keeps no records. I've heard them called shadow operatives.
Yeah, shadow operatives. Woo! He turns his own blue light as a signal of understanding and waves it left and right. The respondent lights come from up ahead. The girl then seems to Captain spreading his arms and shrugging and smiles for the first time. She feels slightly bad for them. Her team may have been shamed them, though they have done nothing wrong. I should apologize to them later. But then, out of the corner of the girl's eye near the entrance of the luggage cart...
A girl?
Whoa. Wait, what? Then out of the corner of the girl's eye near the entrance of the luggage cart at the corner of the building, a figure catches her attention. Wait, Labrys. The girl seems to be about her age and is wearing a plain cape-like dress. For some reason, her appearance feels unsettling. To begin with, she giving the heightened security, the parking entrance should be strictly sealed, yet the figure looks like a civilian.
May I check on something?
The girl calls to the SAT captain over the radio. Noticing some slight interference, she looks down to adjust the frequency dial.
If you look towards my left, in front of the luggage loading bay is...
But during that moment she looks away, the figure disappears.
She's not there. That can't be.
The girl looks around, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. Where could she have gone in this open space? From nowhere... with nowhere to hide.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was apparently seeing things.
The girl shuts the radio off. Who was that just now? Was I truly seeing things? With those questions in mind, the girl tries to remember the figure's appearance in detail. Only then does she realize the cause of her unease. That light blue dress the figure wore, it was a very similar one she herself had once. It reminds her of those days when she did not yet have a heart. Back on the plane. The girl puts those thoughts aside and returns to the aircraft. The mission does not end with taking the culprit into custody. In truth, along with defusing the situation, securing the safety of one particular passenger was her highest priority. The fact was not revealed to the SAT. The passenger was originally seated in first class, but would have been forced to move. The girl looks carefully through the restless passengers. It is not long before she finds the face she seeks. Look relieved, the girl walking towards the passenger.
Are you alright, Mitsuru-san?
Ah!
I didn't think you'd be the one to come.
Hello, Mitsuru. How are you doing? The woman who answered has a long, shining hair. Oh my god. Yep, that's Mitsuru Kirijo.
In fact, I was surprised to be called on to deal with something like this. The suspects made no demands. What were they after, at first? I thought I was summoned because you were their target, Mitsuru-san.
Well, I don't know, man.
The higher-ups must have thought the same thing and panicked. Especially considering there's cargo on that plane they wouldn't want made public. Wait a second, that cargo...
Is something wrong?
This hijack seems strange now that I think about it.
It seems strange, what do you mean? It's just text to text on text. I'm used to visual novels, but this is hard to read. I know.
They made their move before takeoff, which is odd timing. And they forced the boarding announcement to be stopped. I thought maybe it was their way of trying to pull it off with a small team.
Are you saying that rather than a passenger, they were after that cargo?
Uh-oh.
It's true that no one would consider the unloaded luggage during a hijacking.
I guess I need you to check on my things. Though if I'm right, it's already too late.
Oh, hello, stepdad Adachi. In response to Aigis' introduction, her team... Oh my god, I'm getting real tired of reading.
Why would they be interested in your belongings?
Can I just get a text-to speech to read it for me?
My usual cargo wouldn't be worth hijacking a plane over. But I was carrying something... sensitive this time.
Sensitive?
Normally, if they wanted it, they'd have to bypass a Kirijo facility's security or attack the vehicle transporting it. But by doing it this way, they can divert the entire country's attention with a few model guns.
Mitsuru smiles. I can tell she's impressed with their audacity, despite herself.
Mitsuru-san's cargo. Sensitive belongings for a vacation. I understand.
Sensitive belongings for a vacation.
Hijacking a plane out of a desperate desire for undergarments. This incident will surely go down in history.
Those damn rapscallions! I knew it! They're after the lingerie! Mitsuru's eyes bludge at the unexpected comment.
You're jumping to conclusions. It's not sensitive in that way. Besides, my underwear is in this bag, and that's it. Enough about underwear.
You would absolutely hate Disco Elysium? I don't know what that is. Is that another game?
More accurately, my cargo contained items from Ergo Research.
The thing about it is I'm fine with visual novels. It just there needs to be a lot of gameplay in between because
My trip to Kagoshima was partly vacation, but also to oversee their transferal to Yakushima.
The official name for Ergo, yeah. Both Mitsuru and Aigis have many bitter memories associated with this name. Kirijo, yeah. But the radio transfer from cuts the moment short.
Speaking. I see. Understood.
Mitsuru looks at Aigis questioningly, and she
It's
nods.
As you suspected. They found that one of the boxes scheduled for transport has gone missing.
Oh God, again?
I thought as much.
With a small sigh,
We
Mitsuru
must get
rises
it
to her
back, Aigis. The rest of the team can finish up here. I need you to come with me.
Aigis inspects Mitsuru's face
Will
carefully.
you be joining the search as well?
Well, I am personally involved, so yes.
Yeah, once you get personally involved, you gotta deal with it.
In other words, you will officially rejoin the unit and participate in this mission.
Yay, welcome back, Mitsuru. You want a party? I got some cupcakes if you want some.
To be more direct, is it accurate to say that you are abandoning your vacation?
Oh, abandoning the vacation. I'm sorry.
Then I hereby transfer command authority to you, Mitsuru-san. Regulations state that the member with the lowest serial
You said you're
number
gonna
is
go to
take
Q
command.
after this, right? Both
And
one
since
or
you
two, or
are
just
member
one of them?
number one,
So, okay, the thing about Q is I'm gonna have to emulate it. Because I thought I would be able to screen share off my 3DS, but the problem is my 3DS is the old 3DS, so it doesn't really work. And so what I've decided to do is I'm just going to play Persona Q1, and if I have time afterwards, I'll play Q2. I don't really like Q2, but
the official leader of the
Q1 is
Security
amazing,
Department
though.
Shadow Response Unit, also called the Shadow Operatives.
I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to enjoy this vacation for long.
I'm sorry, Mitsuru. Traveling with a cargo from...
But I can't allow anyone to be hurt again by the things we, the Kirijo group, created. We'll get this cargo back at all costs. Mission or no mission, I'm making it a personal priority.
Understood.
What's wrong with Q2? It's alright. Typical spin-off, really. I think the one problem with Q2 that I don't like is that there is too many characters. Way too many. Because you can have 6 characters on a team. But there is just way too many characters. And I like seeing the interaction between Persona 3 and 4 more than I like seeing them interact with Persona 5. Also, there's no English voice actors. That's not really a big problem. But I prefer Q1 just because it's a lot more simpler, it's a lot easier to deal with, and there's not as many characters. But it's like... It's more... I would have liked it if it was more... It was either 3 or 5 cast or 2 or 5 cast. Yeah, exactly. If it was Persona 5 and like Persona 2, 3, or 4, but not all of them, or Persona 1 even for that matter, I would be perfectly fine with it. But it's very Also, Persona Q1 was very long. It took me about 55 hours to complete the game. And that was on easy mode. I wasn't... This is like back when Persona games were really difficult. Anyway, what's basically happening here is Aigis is talking about her persona, Athena, and talking about who she is. You guys already know who Aigis is. Come on, everybody knows who Aigis is. I was giving them mine, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everybody knows who Aigis is. She's the funny robot that makes bread. Or toast, sorry. Yeah, basically making the shadow up. Do you still have the Vine Boom button? I do. I don't use it that often. Only if Adachi's on screen is where I can use it. So yeah, Aigis is basically explaining who she is, what she does, what's her thing. In other words, I'd recognize as having the same life and dignity as a human. Blah, blah, blah. Soon after the hijacking. Yep, basically, inside of this little doohickey mabob, there is a little dude whose name is Labrys, which is Aigis' sister, and that little box got stolen. What are we gonna do? We gotta go look for it. Where did it get stolen to? It got thrown into the TV. Why? I have no clue. A P2 and a P5 game would be interesting. I think if Maya's going on to the witch hunt. True. I've never played P2, so I don't really know much about it. Conference room. The next day, May 2nd, 2012. We wanted to pursue the vehicle carrying Labrys as soon as the hijacking was over, but it was complicated route made it hard to track. Due to their sensitive nature of cargo, it's difficult to set up a large-scale traffic checkpoint. Fortunately, the license plate number was determined quickly, and we got a rough estimate of its destination. Our headquarters would move to the police faculty. Mitsuru-san and our team are sorting out the situation to plan for an operation.
And the interrogation of the suspects?
It's begun, but all of them are claiming that their memories at the time are very foggy, so they've been sent in for evaluation.
That is Adachi right there. Wait, foggy!
The psychologists who interviewed them think it's possible they're not lying.
So none of the 5 have any memories of what happened during the hijacking.
Imagine how much of a mess Q3 would be if the cast of 3 through 6. Nah, I wouldn't like that at all.
Normally that would seem preposterous. There may have been some hypnotic effect, but even then...
Shadow Operative Adachi, he would join that.
They'll likely be very well informed about shadows and the mind. Knowing that, it doesn't seem so strange. It would also explain the extreme lengths they went to create a decoy. What else do we know?
Another team member answers Mitsuru's question.
Since the cage storing the 5th generation is too large to transport by personal auto, we narrowed our search to large vehicles that left the airport. That, combined with the testimony from our observer and data from the transmitter, allowed us to pinpoint the vehicle in question.
Adachi wouldn't join that unless he was allowed to carry a gun. He's like, you know what? I'll join, but can I get a gun? Sure. Here's a gun. Yay! He's so happy.
The police are already pursuing it via the N system. This is
The Inaba area. Wasn't this the place where...
Yes, our routine investigation last year rated the potential shadow activity in the area at level 4.
Thanks, Adachi, for giving us a reminder. Anyway, did you have any part about it? It seems that the culprit in this case had prior knowledge of shadows after all. If that's true, we must use extra precaution. Many people do not know about shadows, though that is enough of a threat to possibly destroy the world. Then again, I experienced that for myself 3 years ago. If someone is trying to manipulate them, we must prevent it at all costs.
Let's talk about the stolen 5th generation unit. Aigis, as the 7th generation, would be her younger sister.
A sister, my older sister.
I'd like to know why she was sealed.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys. The records show her to be the first model fitted with an artificial personality.
In other words, she has a heart?
Oh, she was the first? That's interesting.
There's no knowing if it was developed enough to call it that. She seems to have been made to gather test data rather than actual field use.
What are her combat capabilities?
She wasn't given firearms, since her regulatory system was inadequate. So she was instead loaded with some kind of special equipment.
Special equipment?
Unfortunately, the majority of the records pertaining to her are missing, which means...
Special equipment?
We also don't know why she was sealed. Many of the documents regarding the old Ergo research were lost, probably to cover up incriminating evidence. We don't even know what she looks like. All we do know is that she was a life-sized android.
We'll just have to find out along the way.
Mitsuru swipes her fingers across the tablet a few times and shoves it to the
I'll
side.
need these 3 individuals' cooperations. I'd like to join them in the field.
Are you sure about this?
Try not to make a scene when fetching them. Not all of them are part of our organization.
The aide nods. His assentment is returned to the station. Mitsuru then turns her gaze
Aigis.
onto me.
Frankly, I think we can assume that there'll be combat involved. Will you be alright with that?
Though Mitsuru-san doesn't say it aloud, I understand what she means. Our highest priority in this operation is to stop the culprit and mitigate any associated danger, not to rescue Labrys. Of course, we will strive to accomplish both, but the worst case scenario, we must consider the option of destroying Labrys. Destroying a sister unit would be a painful experience if she, too, has a heart.
I thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine.
Mitsuru says nothing more and silently
Well then,
nods.
once we can confirm our target is headed to Inaba, we'll depart at once.
May 3rd, 2012. As we get ready to depart to Inaba, Mitsuru-san and I, over the last few minutes, detailed move inside the PlayStation. Mitsuru is absorbing with the issuing instruction over the cell phone she is holding. Permission is sweeping into my heart as I wait, beginning muttering to myself.
Will we be able to find Labrys?
Mitsuru-san's surprised voice makes me realize how unlikely me these doubts
Will
are.
we be able to save her? Isn't that what you really want to ask? Don't worry. As I mentioned to Akihiko, fighting Labrys is not our priority. The reason I formed the Shadow Operative team is to save lives.
Wait a minute, who would win in an arm wrestle, Aigis or Akihiko?
We will find her, whatever it takes, and bring her back. We can...
Yes. I'm sorry to be so pessimistic.
Those feelings you have for Labrys, you should tell her when you see her.
I will.
Friends bound by trust and irreplaceable indeed. I hope that Labrys will become one as well. Eventually, the preparations are made of our limousine departs on the journey to Inaba. Yeah, I guess would win. Yeah, I bet so. Akihiko would ask, "Hey, you want to arm wrestle?" And then he wouldn't be able to budge Aigis, and then Aigis like, "I'm sorry," and then slams his hand onto the table, breaking it. Anyway, we finally made it to Inaba. Yeah, Mitsuru orders the things. Basically, we're gonna be near a
Mitsuru-san,
junkyard.
Our activities are supposed to be undercover, correct?
Yes.
For undercover missions, it will be necessary to keep all personnel and vehicles from being noticed.
Right.
Mitsuru-san, may I say something that I've been meaning to say for a while now?
Oh yeah, this.
No.
Understood.
All I told them was to give us a car with enough space.
Man, you could have gotten like a Suburban or like a big SUV, and I think you'll be fine. You'll just look like a soccer mom. Wherever we go, people peer into the windows out of curiosity. We avoid the public eye as much as possible and finally park in what looks like the site of a vehicle disposal or the outskirts of town.
Our contact has arrived.
And then notice a middle-aged man in a gray suit. It's
Oh my. This was not our designated meeting area, yet he has discovered us.
Suddenly something not unexaggerated. Wait.
You want to know how I did it?
Hey, how you doing, dude? Good to see you again. The cough
I
interrupts us.
appreciate your cooperation, Detective Kurosawa.
Oh, Kurosawa, how are you doing? Mitsuru-san gets out of the vehicle and slightly bows. 3 years ago, we would still... Yep, basically, this is the guy who helped us with beating up people in Tartarus. Gave us the weapons and whatnot, and basically acted undercover to help us out.
Long time no see, miss. And Aigis, was it?
Indeed. It has been a while.
Kurosawa fixes his eyes at Mitsuru-san and me. He is faintly awkward. We both dressed for combat and not wearing any clothes to cover our true forms.
Sorry for staring. A humanoid weapon. I was skeptical when I heard, but seeing you in person doesn't leave any room for doubt.
I'm sorry that I kept it hidden back then.
It's alright. It would have caused more of a headache if you'd gone around looking like that.
That is true. Looking like a toy, basically.
Seeing you laugh like that makes it harder to believe you're a machine.
I shouldn't make you stand while we talk. Please, get in.
Ah, sorry. I haven't seen you in a while, so I had a lot to say.
You have a lot to say, huh? Mitsuru asked Kurosawa to collect information on the serial murder case that occurred in the town last year. Yep, basically the serial murder case that happened last year was people getting thrown into TVs by none other than the main man, Toru Adachi.
I found out quite a bit regarding the case you had me look into. First, I reviewed the report on the incidents from last year. One of the suspects mentioned the word persona.
So what went on here last year?
I wonder who that suspect is. Wait, by this point Adachi's still in jail. Right. So, okay. Yeah, that makes
It's probably related, but I wasn't done there. Parts of this guy's testimony were even more outlandish.
Oh, hey, Game Master.
If you can take what's in the record at face value, it seems persona users can enter TVs within the Inaba region.
Enter TVs? What does that mean?
Just what it sounds like. You physically stick your body into the screen and go inside. He claimed there was another world in the TV, and dropping people inside it was the method behind last year's murders.
Yep.
This all sounds rather absurd. I'm surprised it was included in the police report.
Yeah, but only a few months between 4 and Arena. Yeah, it was not that long. It was like, yeah, about 4 months.
I got in touch with the detective in charge at the time and said the same thing. Apparently the report was filed by a young partner of his at the time. He'd entertained the wildest testimonies like this one.
He sounds like quite the oddball.
If this was what really went on, the police would have had no chance cracking it. But that Detective Dojima is one shrewd guy. Even with all the supernatural hocus-pocus surrounding the case, he caught the culprit.
Yep. Because that is the Dojima way.
That's all I have for you right now. I should be going. I doubt either of us has time to reminisce over the old days. It's funny though. I thought the fighting was over, but you guys surprise me every time I see you.
Thank you very much, Officer Kurosawa. Why don't we at least see you off?
Oh, that's all right. I've got my own car. I doubt my department would appreciate your tastes. If I ever showed up for work in something like this, I'd be the talk of the force until the day I retired.
Yep, he opens the door and
Mitsuru-san,
yep, he
this
leaves.
could be bad. Our sense of social aptitude is in question.
Can't deny that.
What should we do now?
I don't know, Adachi, just drive!
Yes. First, we'll need to test the claim that persona users can enter TVs.
Hearing this makes you realize something. Although I had called into the vehicle disposal site, looking around I could now see also household electronics like refrigerators discarded as well. In the corner is a stack
There's
of
a
TVs.
discarded TV over there. If the environment does not matter, we can use it to test the phenomenon.
I voluntarily get out of the vehicle. Oh well, I'm going straight for it.
Wait, Aigis.
Nah, it's
Don't
fine.
worry. I'm just going to touch it.
You're gonna touch it? Wait, what? Good vine boom. I extend my right hand and touch the big TV I can. My fingers brush the glass screen, but although I seem to be touching it, I feel no resistance from its surface. I push my hand forward a little, and a weak light runs across the screen, and my forearm sinks into it.
Amazing!
Interesting. It's exactly as the police report said. What's it like inside? Do you feel anything?
Oh, hey, Super Saiyan. This is my new Twitch ad. Nice to see you, bro.
Not particularly. No. Wait a moment.
My sensor detects a sensation I've never felt before, but the knowledge of what it's already been recorded within me.
It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading is from a personality module.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
Huh. Sounds like fun.
Yep, there's Akihiko, the man of the hour,
Is
the
that-
silhouette.
Akihiko?
Yep, hello, Aki. He jumps down, nimbling, and walks
You didn't
towards
show
us.
up at the rendezvous point, so I went looking and found you here. This whole TV thing is pretty interesting.
Where did he get all those scars from? Like, actually, who has he been fighting?
It's been a while, Akihiko-san.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Akihiko, what on earth are you wearing? Just what were you doing overseas?
Didn't I tell you that I was on a training expedition?
I know you're on a training expedition, but like, what were you
Tell me
doing?
you came here from the airport like that. Does the concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to
If
you?
memory serves you correct, I think the last story should be unlocked after this. I'd recommend to do that story before Labrys.
Mitsuru-san, I believe we have lost the right to complain about that.
He's been fighting Brazilians. He's the type of... He's been fighting Kyu Kazuma and Goro Majima. Just over and over and over. How funny of a
Anyway.
man.
We can get inside from that TV, right? And what are we waiting for?
Still the same Akihiko. We don't know the situation inside yet, and we'll need a secure means of getting out.
So what? If we want to get this Labrys back, someone has to go inside, right?
Well,
Yep.
that's...
1, 2, 3, not it. I guess you get to go in.
Hijacked a plane to throw her into a TV in this town. If we sit on our hands, it's possible we'll be put in serious danger.
Akihiko-san steps towards Mitsuru-san as
We're
he
different
caresses
from how
her.
we used to be. We made the choice to fight shadows as professionals. That's why I traveled around the world and trained harder than ever. And now that something's actually come up, you're hesitating? We agreed to do this. I'm ready to stake my life on the mission.
What? Stake your life on the mission? Bro, we're just going inside a TV. I don't think you should stake your life. Cuts through her hesitation in the past. It shows that his trust in Mitsuru-san's not to make a decision is...
All right.
Okay.
Wait right here. I need to go make a phone call first.
Okay, but make it quick.
Oh, this scene again. Alright, I wonder who the first person we're going to be fighting is. I'm going to guess it's you, Senpai.
The other members will wait here in the car.
Yeah. If we all barge in and something happens, they'll be devastated.
Now that you mention it, at least one of us should be staying behind as well.
I am not staying.
Us three will be plenty. We'll end this in a flash. No problem.
The same as always. Although, we have no idea what might be waiting for us on the other side. Don't get careless.
Right.
Alright, you guys ready?
This situation, it brings back memories.
Good or bad memories?
Ready!
And there we go. And no
Why into the
alto.
TV?
There's no alto.
What's going on?
Plays a bookmark, sure. I'm surrounded by a white light that restrains most of my sensors to their limits. A proportion of sensors indicate that the... Wait, so where have we we're... What? We're in the music room. I thought we'd be out in
This-
outside.
Is this the music room of a school?
It looks like it. I don't know why all the musicians on the wall have those like "you should kill yourself now" eyes. I can see a music stand and a grand piano, a blackboard, and portraits. There's an air of over-exaggerating theatrics to it, but I may not be far from the truth. Is this world inside the TV? After such a surreal of entering a TV screen, this comes as a quite a
No
surprise.
sign of Mitsuru-san or Akihiko-san. Did they land elsewhere? So much noise. I can't contact anyone like this.
I attempt to use my communicator, but there's no response. This looks like an ordinary classroom, but it has an alarming amount of radio interference. When I concentrate my senses again, I detect a bizarre disturbance from the entire area that is unlike a normal building. This may be another world after all. In any case, I must join up with Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san. But just as I begin to make plans to do so, the monitor hanging from the ceiling switches on. What appears on it? How do I describe it? It's a bizarre figure that looks like a living costume. Or is it?
I spy an unknown yet bewitching babe.
Hello. Oh, God.
Oh, unexpected! Unexpected!
Teddy, you damn bastard. I'm gonna rip you to shreds whenever I get to see you. Just as I thought, the costume reappears, but its behavior is a little different now.
04, unintended intruder. Entering elimination process.
It's a mechanical sounding voice that is completely different from the joking tone it had before. In the phrase eliminating process, it seems that a battle will be starting. I release the safety ties from the weapon built into my body. Then a large noise comes from behind me. Whoa! Ah! It's Kanji!
A human?
Ah!
Decided to open right then. This makes no damn sense.
Hello Kanji, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I thought I was ready for an equality, but I was not expecting a sudden encountering a
Are
human.
you alright? You seem to be unharmed.
The young man looks back at me with a steely gaze while he fixes his bleached hair with his fingers. His behavior does not seem to be that of one who came in pursuit of me.
Never seen you before.
I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Aigis.
Only then do I remember that my appearance would seem very peculiar to the casual observer.
I'm a transfer student. I have blue eyes, blonde hair, Gatling cannon.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm sorry, forget what I said. In the past, that prepared explanation for students has been effective, but no longer.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Kanji Tatsumi. This mean you're my next opponent?
Opponent? What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm talking about a scrap!
You mean a fight? But we have only met Tatsumi-san. Actually, where are we?
Enough blabbering, you machine!
Oh, when he yells, he slams a folding chair in his hand on the ground. A cold, dull, metallic sound echoes and eliminates any possibility of talking this over.
It's a fake girl like you doing calling me by my name!
I go quiet. A fake girl. I understand how I might elect with such a reaction, but there's a pain in my chest. Though I cannot help but I smile at how insensitive I reacted that way. It seems I've become more human-like than I knew.
Worried I might have to go up against my senpai, but I ain't gonna hold back against a robot like you.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Me when I get the screwdriver out, I'm gonna take you apart! Runs away. I focus my senses. Alright, are we gonna fight him? What is this?
Do anything? I'll make the first move! Take Mikazuchi!
Ooh.
A persona?
Light flickers mentally. Could there be electricity? A thick barrel-like arm charges with a voltage approach from above. I jump back and narrowly escape the crushing blow.
Nice dodge! Looks like you got at least a little bit of fight in you.
I'm a persona user. I was careless. I should have expected that possibility since I encountered him inside the TV. I do not know the procedure for attacking a human, but if he's going to be a persona user, I must defend myself with the usual
There's no avoiding
arrangement.
this fight. I cannot fall here.
Alright, here we go. Let's fight. I never played Aigis, but I think she would be pretty easy to play. Oh, frick. I forget I have this game on normal now. Nah, it's not that bad.
Finally.
Alright, let's see how he goes.
It's nothing.
Okay, so she has guns. I don't know what her persona does. Actually, let me see what her command is. Oh my god. She has Orgia mode? Oh, that it must be whenever the stream's lagging again? Are you serious? Oh god, she picked me up. Oh, I put a bomb on her. Why is it lagging? I thought I fixed it. Oh my god, are you serious? Wait a minute. Oh my god, it seems like the capture. God damn it. Oh! Got him. Make it go fund me for a capture card. Hang on, I'm gonna try. Why does it do that? Like, I actually have no clue. I thought I fixed
Are you
it.
alright, Tatsumi-san?
Call the TF2NG. Actually, that's a good idea. Hello? Yeah, TF2NG. I need some help.
Oh, whoa! Hands off!
I'm sorry. If you can't stand, then I'll carry you.
Pick up Tatsumi, who's like on the ground.
Whoa! Damn! You're a hell of a lot stronger than you look. Whoa, 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 whoa! How come you're carrying me like this? Like a bride or something?
This is the spousal method of carrying.
But ain't it the bridal? Oh, wait a second. Is it pretty much the same thing?
Tatsumi-san, you seem completely fine.
That's what I've been saying!
That's what I've been saying.
Stop with the Tatsumi-san crap. It's making my skin crawl. Just call me Kanji.
You don't object to being called that? I'm an artificial person, after all.
Huh? Who cares? If I say it's fine, then it's fine. Hey, will you put me down already?
Oh, okay. I put Kanji down and she should be A-okay. His loud voice and it seems, yeah, you could understand.
Well then, Kanji-san, allow me to ask again. Where are we? And what did you mean by opponent?
Huh? You're not an enemy that Ted set up for me?
Ted. Are you referring to the bear who appeared on the monitor?
This is a fighting tournament. Only the winners get to keep going. I lost this time.
Oh well. Wouldn't make it in the big leagues.
That sounds like something Akihiko-san would say.
Huh?
Sorry, I was just talking to myself.
Gotta say, back one hell of a punch. Got me real good.
Punch? But I didn't throw any punches.
Listen though, the rest of this tournament ain't gonna be so easy. My senpai are waiting up ahead.
There are more people here. Could you estimate how many?
Interesting. I looked back on the footage and it looked like it wasn't lagging for me. Man, I don't know. When you look at his face, the smirk he had passed out. It seems that he was fighting through his fatigue for the sake of his pride. He doesn't seem injured, so I carefully let him back on the floor. Suddenly, the costume Kanji-san called Ted appears again on the monitor.
Intruders are persona users. Due to difficulties in elimination, they will be acknowledged as valid targets.
It's using that mechanical tone voice again. The intruder must have been the others. Since they won't be easy to eliminate, it appears he changes tactics. It'd be mean by valid targets. Well, and he's gone. Oh, never mind, he's back. Hello, Adachi. Not Adachi. Ted, how you doing?
Woohoo! What a fox! To join in on our fun? I'm A-okay with that if you're up for a little fighting. I'll wait for you in the next arena up ahead.
This is more how it sounded at the beginning.
Oh, silly me. If you're cutting in, you don't know who I am. General Teddy. Remember that name well.
General Teddy. General Teddy seems to be a teddy bear. Doesn't seem like one, but the number of things that could caught his attention. Joining in on our fun and arena. Yep, so basically we're stuck here. Wait a minute. So Kanji's already been through some fights, apparently. Wait, really? I managed to hoist Kanji's body over my shoulder and try to leave the room.
What?
Suddenly, it gets stuck in preventing me from proceeding. Stop and check, and I cannot see any obstructions. Both of the sliding doors fell off when Kanji-san came in, and the way is completely opened. That's interesting. Yeah, I cannot proceed. Something is getting stuck. I slow my walking speed and check to see what part of me is getting caught. And when I discovered something surprising, nothing is blocking the way, yet only Kanji's body cannot pass through the door. It seems there's an invisible wall. Yep, the invisible walls. You can't leave because only one person can leave.
Well, I will come back for you later. Please stay safe until then.
Cool. I'll come back for Kanji. Or will I? Anyway, back in the hallway. Or this is the first time we're in a hallway. While moving down the hallway, the sentries keep picking up disturbances from everything in the school, and it looks so normal though. There's a line of glass windows on the wall. Outside is a field level with the ground I am walking on. It seems to be the first floor of the building. Eventually I reach the doorway and cautiously venture outwards. There is barely any difference in temperature or atmosphere composure compared to the real world, but the lack of wind is unnatural, and there is other discrepancies between here and there. I turn around and inspect the building interior. This is indeed a school. I walk along the halls and go around the building. Oh, I'm at the main
I recognize this place.
gate. Yeah, I recognize this place. This is Inaba. This is confusing. Our real-world location has been completely recreated in the TV world. Why is the construction like a nesting box? Just then, I sensed something move in the corner of my vision. I quickly turned to view it head-on. It's a uniformed girl. She is running straight through the opposite direction of the field. Is she a student? No, this is not a real school. Could she be one of Senpai's Kanji spoke of? But the moment, though, the highlights are important details. Her pale skin and hair color. There can be no mistaking. It's the girl I saw a moment at the airport after hijacking. Oh. Labrys? Oh.
Huh?
Hey, Labrys. Hey, over here. The girl stops and turns around. There's no surprise in her face as she stares in the wide-eyed wondering at my form. Though I am in surprise myself. The instant I take her hand and flash the intuition charge through me like electricity. This girl's Labrys. I am unaccountably convinced.
Who are you? That's one funny-looking costume you've got on.
Oh. Well,
of course. You're mixed up in this racket too, aren't you?
Racket? Does he mean the tournament?
No, I am not in this tournament of my own free will.
Really? Then you mind letting me go? I'm the student council president. I can't be letting people run wild at this school.
Okay.
Student council president.
Didn't I tell you to let me go? Are you trying to get in the way of my work here?
Yes, but I don't know what you're gonna do about it. This girl looks at the irritated expression. How strange. She speaks as if she's really is leading an ordinary life here at the school.
If you happen to know, could you please tell me what sort of place this is?
Huh? It's the first floor of the classroom building. Can't you tell?
Is it possible that you don't recall entering a TV?
A TV? Listen, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm kind of in a hurry here. Can I go now?
Why are you in a hurry? Where do you gotta go, huh?
Before you do, please tell me something. Who are you?
Who? What'd you stop me for if you didn't even know? I just told you. I'm the student council president. What hole have you been hiding in? The elections were just last week. Are we done now? Because I got places to be.
This girl is weird. The girl ends the conversation sternly and shakes off my hand and runs away again. In an instant, she has disappeared into the school building.
Please, wait!
And, of course, the way I'm trying to go is blocked.
That wall again!
The invisible wall that prevents Kanji-san's passage is most likely the same thing. Once again, I am surprised. I can touch it, yet my sensor detects nothing. It's much stronger than I had imagined. It repels even gunfire. Physical strikes are nothing. I attempt various methods to destroy it, but before I can, the girl disappears from vision.
It seems I am forced to try a different route.
Why didn't you ask her name? I guess, listen, because remember the last time we asked about her name, she flipped out and ran away? I think it was Yunaro Kami, right, that asked? She speaks in a voice behaviors is also of a known human patterns. According to the records, yeah, even I stumble with natural human speech. She could have not become a proficient in such a short time. She's not machine, but a human, so she cannot be Labrys. Usually I would not hesitate to make such a judgment based on the available data. Yet I still cannot shake the feeling that she may be Labrys. The intuition I feel earlier. What caused it? This case remains murky. I feel as if my senses are being muffled by a thin cloth. But I cannot leave her be. If she's not Labrys, the fact itself means she's in danger. I quickly look for an alternative route. Place a bookmark? Sure, I'd love to place a bookmark. Yes, thank you. Oh, I'm back. I backtracked the way I came and ran outside. Suddenly enveloped in a tidal wave of sound. These human voices. The cheering coming from an enormous crowd. I turn around and a thick mass of people run towards me out of nowhere. They are boys and girls in school uniforms. It is clearly that everyone is looking at me.
This is impossible.
How did I fail to detect so many humans? But then I noticed it. There was a white noise running throughout all my sensories. It is the same feeling that I had before fighting Kanji. What is this? As I stand in thought, the student closes in on me. I ask what business they have with me, but the upwards drowned my voice. I cannot attack them, so I had no choice but to edge backwards. Soon my back is against the wall. I look around for an escape route. Luckily there was a door beside me. I hurry inside to find shelter. Oh my god. No, I'm good. I run and I enter. It appears spacious. It is dark here, but I believe it's the gymnasium. Here and there, folding chairs and gym equipment is piled in heaps. It looks like the result of some strange ritual. Eventually, a light shines in the corner. Who am I going to be fighting now? Let me guess. Yosuke.
Rivals. They are friends, yet powerful foes.
Oh, we gotta watch this again, don't we?
The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Yu Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night, Captain Resentiment, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go!
A spunky dragon with deadly legs, the carnivore whose discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince! The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muzzles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end! The P1 Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
Yeah. Sister Kingpin. Yeah. Speaking of that, it lagged again? Is it my Wi-Fi? Is my Wi-Fi being dog shit? I swear. Wait, that makes no sense. I'm on Ethernet. What is wrong? Oh my god. I don't know what to say about that video. General Teddy appears on the monitor replacing the video.
Looks like you're officially getting in on the action. Welcome! Look, everyone, another challenger!
You fine on your end? God, what?
Well then, bring out the next
Is my capture card overheating? Hang on, I gotta feel it. Woo! It's toasty. Yeah, I think it's time for me to get a new capture card. How much are capture cards? That one's getting way too hot, and if the quality is that terrible, then I might have to get a new one. Your capture chart is telling you to play a real Shin Megami Tensei game.
I heard that you're elbowing in on the tournament. Suits me fine.
Speaking of that, hello Chie, how are you? Oh shit, we're fighting Chie. Actually, she'll be fine. If she finishes her speech, she takes on a fighting stance. Gleaming silhouette, another persona. Chie-san extends her hand, palm facing up in a motion with her finger taunting me.
Ooh, she's ready and raring to go!
Yeah, I need to see how much new capture card cost. Just go to eBay. Let's see how much it costs. This is strange. Chie willingness to fight is odd. Yeah, because he's getting mind controlled. How much is a new capture card? Let's see. $200. Why so much? Time to rob a bank or something. I think this would be a good time to tell you guys, hey, I got a donation link in the description of this video.
I will fight.
Which is?
He
answered me and he can hold a conversation with me, which means he can see and hear me.
Immediately release all these students from this school, or rather from this world.
Yeah, no.
That, I will fight as you wish.
Tut tut! Are you making demands to me? Before you get too worried about other people, why not worry about yourself?
I will not fight unless you guarantee their safety.
So, listen, let's just fight Chie. Come on. Sorry, JB, I'm broke. It's okay. It's fine. Don't, please.
Sheesh! What a stubborn girl!
Stop, Teddy! Oh, he snaps his stubby fingers. The room instantly fills with light. I ward myself against it by covering my eyes. A few seconds later, the brightness fades to normal. As my eyes adjust, I see that a student has vanished.
Is that what you wanted?
My guess was correct. If the students were fake, it would be easy for him to remove them than to talk to me into a fight. As a result, my sensory detects the moments when the students disappeared all at once. Become a femboy streamer? Oh no! No. Yep, so all the shadows disappeared.
You're in no position to be making demands, you know. I'm making an exception just this once because it's no fun if you don't both go at it tooth and claw. But if you don't resist, your opponent will show no mercy. It'll be a grisly sight.
Come on, even if the crowd was still here, would you not have hit back when I hit you?
No. The safety of the people must be prioritized above all else.
That, good on you,
That's
like,
pretty
just...
cool of you, actually. But self-sacrifice doesn't mean much coming from a machine. They can just fix you right up. Oh, that's fine. It doesn't even count as self-sacrifice for a machine. It's just what you're programmed to do. You probably don't feel pain or anything, huh? It just seemed that way because you look human.
You may not understand, but I can sense pain as well.
Really? That's such a weird thing to program into a weapon. Doesn't make any sense to me.
That is true.
That's...
As I struggle to answer, Chie smiles widely.
Means I can fight you without pulling any punches.
Her smile disappears and her eyes spark with fire as she launches herself at me. I'd rather not fight. Yeah, I don't think anybody would. Speaking of that, I have an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and do this. There you go. Alright, let me see if I
must fight
do this.
Then I will.
Alright, fine, let's fight. Place a bookmark, sure. Alright, here we go. It's lagging? How? How? Done. Easy. Not bad. But no. How? Hang on.
Oh, sheesh. Wow. You're definitely a pro when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah. But boy, I didn't stand a chance against you. Hey, what's all this about you being a robot?
She upsets by her loss, but seems cheerful. She didn't show this open mindset before the fight. Perhaps, as with Kanji-san, who will make peace by her. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Okay, no.
I may seem like a ridiculous machine to you, but I'm still...
Huh? I never said that.
I never said that.
Wait. You're not acting like you did before the fight. I'm surprised that you're a robot, but what gives?
Huh? What do you mean? Chie looks stupefied. Her expression confused. Stupefied? I don't know, whatever. That sounds like a Harry Potter thing, but I don't remember. No, she avoids drawing conclusions based solely on the speculation. Besides, this is something I must do first.
That reminds me. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Aigis.
Your name is Aigis?
Looks like we let our fists say too much before we opened our mouths.
I saw the introductory video. You're Chie Satonaka, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you can just call me Chie.
The carnivore who's discarded womanhood.
Okay, you didn't need to bring that part up, and I didn't discard anything.
Didn't discard it yet.
I can use a persona, but I'm just an ordinary high school student. I go to Yasugami High.
Yeah, this school.
So anyways, are you, seriously a machine? No fooling?
Yeah, no fooling here, bro. I'm
Yes.
seriously a machine.
I was created as a weapon for a certain purpose. It may be difficult to explain to you.
Nah, I can tell from the fight you're telling the truth. Huh, so you're not cosplaying. Then again, it'd be pretty nuts for someone to come out here to cosplay.
I mean, dude, this would be the best place. Dude, imagine a convention in the TV world. Heck yeah.
Speaking of which, Chie-san, can you tell me what this world is? I confess that I am looking for someone. While pursuing them, I heard the rumor about going inside TVs and ended up here.
Oh, right. You can use a persona. That's how you got into the TV. Where should I start? I don't know exactly how it works, but this place is supposedly a realm formed by human thought.
By thought? Does that mean this is someone's mental landscape?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Then we've physically entered a mental world? Through a TV, no less? How can this be?
Yep.
To tell the truth, I never understood it so well myself. There was this insane monster thing around town up until early spring. It created this whole world, and I got my persona because of what happened in here.
Chie-san folds her arms with a troubled look on her face.
Think of it. All this stuff should have been over and done with. But you see that ad showing on the monitor over there? It suddenly started getting shown on TV
Want a
in
jack-o'-lantern?
reality.
Dude, Pyro Jet. Dude, there isn't... Man, I miss the Jack Brothers. I like this game. Don't get me wrong. This game's pretty good, but it gets old very quickly because it's the same damn thing every time.
There's no way we were gonna stand for that crap to be shown.
Your friends are here as well?
Yeah, a couple. Also, that Teddy guy who's hosting this, plus the girl Rise who's serving as commentator. But they're acting so weird.
She lets out a sigh.
Sorry, listen to me, babbling away.
It's called a jack-o'-lantern? Lantern? Jack-o'-lantern?
Actually,
Wait, what about Pyro Jack?
In here? I don't think normal people can enter the TV.
We're talking about the persona,
To
right?
tell you the truth,
Because it would be very weird.
But
It'd be very weird on Halloween to say, hey, a Pyro Jack. Lantern. I tell her the girl I saw, blah, 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 and she calls her the student council president.
Oh, you mean the girl who was calling herself the student council president? Yeah, I saw her too. She was yelling into a bullhorn to stop this foolishness, but then she ran off saying she was gonna go talk to the tournament's host.
she was wearing the same skirt that you are, Chie-san. It seems to be part of a uniform. Are you acquainted with her?
No, I don't know her. It's funny, that girl said she was elected last, but if I remember right, our student council president was a guy.
I have many doubts about her. I must see her again to figure her out.
I now have a better understanding of the situation. Well then, I should be going now.
I know, I can't leave here, right? I'll stay put for now.
I will come back for you later. You may find it hard to trust me, but...
No, I believe you.
Chie replies
I've been through
hesitantly.
so much over this past year that I'm pretty confident I can read people. Honestly, though, what other choice do I have?
I forget the P4
If
sad
you run
song.
into any of my friends, tell them I'm okay.
I will.
Good. After wiping the dust from her right hand in her sleeve, Chie-san extends it to me.
Aigis-san, right? So, if this was some fighting manga, we'd beat the tar out of each other, then shake hands in the end as best friends.
Did she just call it manga? Is that how it's pronounced? No way. I call it manga. Is it manga? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Nah, hang on. I gotta ask somebody. Hang on. It's pronounced both ways. Oh.
A powerful enemy can become a powerful friend, you know?
I don't think I've ever heard somebody said manga. Maybe my grandpa. So you've been reading the mangas? I clasp her hand. She smiles in
Friendship
embarrassment.
can do amazing things. I saw that for myself last year. And you and I can be friends too, so you don't need to talk like you're just an object.
Ooh.
Chie-san.
Don't look at me like that. You're embarrassing me. Come on, get going. Go! Hurry!
Oh, I'm sensing some tension right here.
Yes, I'll see you later.
Energized by Chie-san's words, I run towards the entrance and turn around to wave at Chie. There's more at stake than Labrys. God, fuck, just Aigis' walk sound. Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. As I exit the gymnasium, I remain cautious and running down the hallway. I get a response. I stop and focus on picking up the single.
Guess you hear.
Oh, it's Mitsuru!
Can you hear me, Aigis?
Hey, how you doing? The static transmission soon becomes clear. It's the voice I recognize very well.
Good. It seems you're all right too. It's been quite a while since I last used my persona in this manner. To think it would be useful in a place like this.
Is Akihiko-san with you?
No, we were separated, but I can still sense him. I doubt he'll be defeated that easily.
Wait, you haven't gotten a hold of Akihiko? Nah, I think we're good. She speaks not of carelessness, but trust. I know because I feel the same.
I'm sure you're aware by now, but although we came in search of Labrys, we appear to have been dragged into another incident.
Another incident?
Don't worry about meeting up for now. Under the present conditions, we'd only end up fighting amongst ourselves.
Yeah, probably.
Understood.
I don't know how Labrys ties into this situation yet, but be careful.
Aye, aye, Captain. Anyway, before I can answer, the static grows louder and the transmission ends. Knowing that Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san are okay gives me more room to breathe. The invisible walls are everywhere along the hallways, forcing me down a particular path. Up, and here we are back at the stairs. I follow the route. Soon enough, I see a shoe locker up ahead. I see I'm back at the entrance. When I reach the entrance, the monitor nearby turns on, and as if it were waiting for me. And there's General Teddy.
Pretty good for a latecomer.
The instant the sentry picks up the noise again, my suspicions turns into certainty. General Teddy is doing something before the match. Whatever it makes the opponent do, belligerent in something similar. Okay, so who are we fighting now? Who is it? Who is it? It's. I hear light footsteps. A young man wearing his hat blows the rut.
Naturally, of the three of you, you're the one I encountered first.
Oh, it's Naoto. Hey, Naoto, how you doing? He shrugs his shoulders and, well, pulls his brim lower. This boy is also in the promotional video. His name was Naoto Shirogami. I bring myself to high alert. He said three of you.
Know about us?
On hearing my question, he smiles, cynically.
Did Mitsuru Kiijo not inform you? I don't merely know about you.
Yeah,
his.
I get so, like, my brain messes up his because I know Naoto isn't a girl, but Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Aigis don't know that.
The Kiijo group seems rather lax for a multinational corporation, allowing a machine to act autonomously and take command. To be frank, watching you fills me with pity. Perhaps the kindest thing to do would be to give you a merciful end.
Pity?
Your existence is inherently a deception, isn't it? You're a machine, and a weapon on top of that. Yet you look human. Those who meet you think you're human. You even seem to believe it yourself. Truly pitiful.
Hey, be nice. I have no answer to this. As much as I don't want to believe it, it's all true.
You would to consider yourself human in order to activate the ability to wield a persona. Your appearance and your heart are only prerequisites for that power. I'm sure you've realized it already. You will never find the means to cross the gap between the human heart and your mechanical frame. No matter how much you want love, you'll never earn it.
I hope you know that with one kick from Aigis, your entire bones will be shattered. He sounds as if he knows for certain. I hang my head despite myself.
The more I consider the matter, the more I genuinely pity you.
The more I genuinely pity you. Really? Well, aren't you a funny loss?
I'd best hurry up and put an end to your pathetic life.
Naoto draws his gun. Because my eyes are lowered, I am slow to react. I already knew about we would fight, and yet I curse my carelessness and quickly stand back up. Alright, here we go. I wouldn't mind that if she kicked me and broke all my bones. Please, Aigis, kick me. Just kicks my ribs and every single rib breaks. And you're like, yes! Bro, down bad. Alright, let's do this shit. Crap. Oh, you blocked it. God. Heavy lag? Really? I am not. Oh my god, I don't know. I did not see that. Am I crazy or am I not getting that lag? Because I'm literally watching the same stream. And I do not see it. I didn't get any lag from my end, but I'm also right here where it is being streamed. So maybe it's lagging over, like, it might be a YouTube thing, honestly.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Wait, because who here is in the States? If you're in the States, did you see it lag?
The mastermind behind this tournament may have some means of fogging our senses. Were you suspecting that as well?
Yes.
Then we are in agreement. Its aim appears to be to make friends fight one another. Though it's a mystery to me as to why it would do such a thing.
It would do such a thing because it's dumb, and that's just what Teddy wants us to do. Because
But the
Teddy...
battle is over and the interference has been lifted. Given past examples, the pattern is clear. How about it? Why don't we talk things over? I am Naoto Shiragane. I work as a detective. I agreed to act as an observer
It's been
for the
fine on
police
my end
regarding the
for a
special
while
cargo,
now.
Met with Kirijo-san beforehand and accompanied her to the airport.
Look, it's the two most broken characters in PQ. Actually, you're right. Because oh my god. You could give this skill to Naoto where her insta-kill abilities worked like 90% of the time. And then you could give a myriad of arrows to Aigis and she would do like...
So that's how you
999 damage.
You in the introduction.
They're good friends of mine. I attend Yasogami High, the same school as them.
I see. So after you finished your business and returned to your hometown, that video appeared on TV.
That's right. At least that's what I should say if I wanted to feign innocence.
What?
The real reason I came here is because I was tailing you.
Wait, what?
It was for a secret investigation.
For who?
Naturally, I cannot reveal my client or what their aims are, but I'm sure you have your own secrets to keep. What do you think? As long as we're in the same boat, why not cooperate?
That is true. And then, secret investigation, but this is not important now.
It would not be wise to continue to stand in each other's way in this situation.
I can't wait to see you stream PQ, a foolish man. Dude, I
How
want to
much
stream
do you
it.
know about this world?
Your friend told me it's a realm formed by human thought. In which case, what?
This place varies according to people's mental state. When someone enters it directly, they have a much stronger effect on it. For a normal person with no persona-based resistances, a dangerous situation will arise where their shadow goes berserk. That happened frequently in the case I was involved with last year. This false school may have something to do with it.
I consider Labrys. According to her specifications, she'd be able to use a persona, but did she come from her mind? Why a school and why Yosagame of all places? That is a true point. She had never even visited Inaba, but if this girl is Labrys, she undoubtedly has a heart. It is possible that something like that, like what Naoto-san suggested, could happen.
I assume you have a theory already?
Yes. Thank you very much.
I look down the path ahead. Before we go, I turn and ask Naoto a question.
Would you mind telling me something? Why did you tell me about your secret agenda?
I suppose because it wouldn't be fair otherwise.
Yeah, but you didn't tell Mitsuru?
Given
Actually,
that
you
I
know
cannot
what? Telling
leave here
Mitsuru
and
would be
must
worse.
trust my friend's fate to you. It would be unfair to continue deceiving you. But not only that, you carry out your duties with little care for your
Oh, hey,
true
Zach.
friends.
Me when JB goes
You
live.
and I are not on
What?
equal grounds there.
Where's the reaction? Where's the reaction?
My true appearance?
Consider it a sign of my respect for that. I still seem to have a soft spot.
Naoto's smiles fades and she looks at me solemnly.
Aigis-san, I ask only one thing of you. Please save my friends.
That is
Naoto
my
doesn't encounter
intention.
Mitsuru. Yeah, exactly. In the last timeline, she did.
Thank you. I'll wait here, secure in knowing that.
We nod at each other. Chie, Kanji, and Naoto's son are also different, but they connected by a strong bond. Knowing that fills my heart with
I am
warmth.
curious, though. When you refer to your true appearance, do you mean the fact that you are a woman?
What?
Aigis
Am I
knew!
mistaken?
Oh, well...
Your clothing hides it, but my sensor scan shows the body measurements of a human with female proportions.
What do you mean?
What
How
do you-
much can you see?
Suddenly, Naoto's son loses all composure and turns red, covering her chest with her arms. What happened? I don't think I said anything to warrant such a reaction. Just then, General Teddy interrupts over the monitor.
Hey, enough with the chit-chat! Hurry up and move on to the next!
Melons.
Would you like to know your current measurements? From top to bottom, they are...
Yes!
That's quite alright.
Wait a minute. Wait, who gave Aigis the ability to get people's measurement? Wait, who at the lab was like, hey, I got an idea for this new robot we making. We're gonna make sure she's got the ability to see any girl's measurements. What? Who?
Never mind, little old me. Please finish that line of thought. I demand it!
How did we get so off subject? If you're going to go, please hurry and leave.
She's yelling at me. I must have said something rude. This still happens every so often. I innocently remarks and greatly upset somebody. I must keep practicing. I climb the stairway and notice a silhouette in one of the classrooms. I look carefully and the student council president, Labrys. I'll be relieved if I had caught up to her so soon. But the hand I raised to knock open the door abruptly stops. Wait, could she be my next opponent? She was in the promotional video, but neither was I yet of being forced to fight in the Grand Prix. But then, no point in worrying about it. I cannot change the path I take, nor the opponent I must face. I prepare myself and knock lightly on the door.
You're that girl from before.
I am. She turns and notices me. I set foot in the classroom. There is no immediate eruption from General Teddy. It looks like he has not scheduled a match between us. I breathe a sigh of relief.
What are you doing here?
Ain't it obvious? I'm cleaning up the classroom. It's no picnic, but with people running wild and wrecking things.
She takes down the chairs piled on top of each other and lines them up. After a few runs, she takes a breath. Though she is complaining, there's a gentle smile on her
I guess
face.
this is all in a day's work for a student council president. We'll look back on it and laugh, right?
You seem like you're having fun.
That's because I love my school. Even the chores are fun for me. The reason I wanted to be president is because of that. Oh, it can be rough when things get out of hand like this.
But it's dangerous here. You must leave at once. Won't you come with me?
What? You're worried about me? Hey, I'm the president. And you might not think so to look at me, but I ain't no slouch in a fight. I'll be fine.
No, that's not what I mean.
Whew, okay. Sorry, I was silent for a second. How should I put this? She still has no idea of the danger. She walks up next to me and takes a long look at my face and giggles.
Your clothes are pretty out there, but I can see you mean well. Thanks.
Labrys or Konami? Nah, for sure Konami. No way, it ain't Konami.
Some of these students won't listen to a word I say, but I feel like I gotta be here. No.
Even if it puts you in danger?
You're really a drama queen, aren't you? Who's to say I'm in danger for sure? Besides,
Her eyes burn with an affection of something dear to her.
even if you're right, I'd want to stay here.
There is no need to test her commitment. It is consistent with the fact of this world being created. Then is she
I
human?
always wanted to go to school with everyone, just like normal. That's all.
Does that imply you couldn't do so before?
You're asking me that now? Honestly, back then,
She stops abruptly. I wait patiently for her to continue, but her face twists with suffering. She puts a finger to her temple. Her knees begin
What's
to buckle.
wrong?
Weird. The past,
Uh-oh. Is she gonna flip out again? She begins to fall and I catch her. At that precise moment, ah! There's a strong reading from my fingers as soon as I touch her. It's so strong, like touching a hot stove. This is the same reading of when I first stuck my hand into the TV. It's coming from a personality module, a piece of lost technology that researchers could call the Plux of Dusk due to their shape. I have one inside me as well. This is not merely a strong evidence, it is a conclusion. There are still questions to be answered, but the girl can be none other than Labrys. At the very least, she is not human.
sorry, I'm not feeling so good all of a sudden.
It's okay, take a second. I think we need another dancing character next to the Chibi Naoto suit. I think we do too, I just gotta find one. I could probably make one. It's hard to find gifts. Actually, I could probably get one somewhere. I'll just ask like Coupinator for one or something. She shakes violently. Suddenly, a bright light bursts from my eyes. Is something flowing into me? I quickly let go of Labrys, but does not fade away easily. Images of I don't recognize flow together in my head, one after another at incredible speed. Whoa!
Are these Labrys' memories?
What did I just? What did it? What? The only thing I saw was like a laboratory and a there was a tree. Yeah. I analyzed the data to find out what happened, and then I understand. I did not flow into me. The data was already dormant inside of me. I am the last number of anti-shadow weapon projects. I inherit all the data from previous models of the same type, both tangible and intangible. Labrys' memories were part of it. Normally, the developers would not upload the data into me that was unrelated to battle. But the Plum of Dusk is a black box. It is possible that something was transferred somehow through it. Oh. Hello, Labrys. How are you doing on this fine evening? Thinking about it, it might have been the reason I thought I saw Labrys at the airport. My glimpse of the newly awakened Labrys caused my buried records of her to appear to be called. Perhaps this is what happened. Unfortunately, the memories I have just to access are incomplete. Disarray. I don't know who you are, but I'm from getting your live streams on my recommended, and at this point I just caved it and click, and I died a little when the Adachi face cam was. Yeah, Adachi likes gaming. Don't make fun of him. The only thing is, he's a bit, how should I put it? He doesn't like to speak much, so he kind of... The sea. What the... Why? It's very base, not gonna lie. I love to see it. Thank you. All the other memories are cold mechanical rooms or the night sky, but this one is different.
What was that just now?
Labrys staggers as she stands up. How was prison? Yo, Adachi, how was prison? He just collapsed to the floor. Nah, he'll be fine. I asked him about a sensitive talking, and he said, "Shut up! Shut up!" Just collapses. Up there goes Labrys. I tried to chase after her, but only a few steps I tripped my own feet. The information overload has prevented me from making any sudden movements. I fight through it, dragging what feels like several times the weight of my legs when...
Are you sure you want to take that girl out of here?
Whoa!
This is the only place she can fit in. No one will understand her once she steps outside. But she can't become human either. So she has no other choice but to wallow in this illusory school. Pitiable, isn't she? But this is the only way she can be happy. Are you going to take that from her?
I stop, suddenly realizing the answer to the question, and I catch my breath in my throat. This voice, it's mine.
What will you do after you take her from here? Lock her up in a box again? How cruel. No wonder she ran away.
Ran away? What are you...
No way.
You don't mean... You finally figured it out? Labrys wasn't brought here by some sinister mastermind. She escaped on her own and came here.
Wait, what? How? How does that make... Wait, no. So you're telling me she escaped? So what was the hijacking?
That can't be. The suspects in the hijacking case...
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the opponents you fought so far robbed of their sanity. Have you forgotten already?
You're saying that was Labrys' doing too?
Yes. Her heart gave birth to this world, and that power is one of her abilities. With a power like that, wouldn't it be simple to control a number of ordinary people?
It's true that the hijackers were confused, but they were signs of some mental
It does
interference.
seem strange to go to so much trouble to come to a place like this. If she did in fact do this, then she must face herself. What gives you the right to say that?
I knew it. She speaks very gently, like a parent correcting
You've
a kid.
experienced suffering before too. It
Why?
pains you to have a heart.
Why is Burn My
You
Dread
and
playing?
You can never be human. Even if there was someone you considered to be worth fighting for, you can't be a real companion to them. That's why you chose to protect them as a weapon. But in the end, you still lost them. What do you know about me? Mere words will not cause me to abandon hope. A brave bluff. But a tool like yourself can never be a true partner for a human. Doesn't your heart yearn to be by their side? It hurts so much that I wish I could go back to how I was before I gained a heart. Has that really never once crossed your mind? I think not.
Aigis, yeah, isn't Aigis' shadow Metis? So is Metis, this isn't, but this doesn't, what?
That pain will never completely disappear. It will always fester inside you. Isn't that right? Even if you take Labrys away, the same will happen to her. She'll become just like you. Is that you see? Here you can have anything, as long as you look away from the truth. Even the things you have lost forever. Here, you can have them back.
What are you?
I cut myself off, realizing that I'm becoming fascinated with the voice. This isn't good. I cannot let the voice deceive me. I must get its speaker in my sights first. I carefully attune myself to the source of the voice and quickly turn in that direction. What is up, me? Hello, me.
I'll take away your suffering. Now, take my hand, Aigis.
I smile and extend out my hand. I feel dazed. This is very confusing. I don't know what to do. My mind advises caution, but my heart doesn't listen. But all of a sudden, a door opens in the corner. Fuck!
Trivial conversation.
Sorry. Oh my god. Elizabeth, how are you doing? This unexpected event brings me back to reality. I realize that I can nearly... Wait. Blue dress. I recognize that attire of the elevator girl. Her name was Elizabeth's son, I remember. Yeah, she does. Yeah, because the answer does actually exist. Yeah, because Aigis was playable, so Aigis knew who Elizabeth was. Elizabeth walks right up in the stands in the center of the room. There's nothing outward abnormally about her pose, but it's as if imposing as a battle stance. She opens her thick leather-bound book and smiles dauntlessly at the other me.
Excuse me, but I would like a word with this lady over here. Would you mind leaving?
Who are you?
If you don't leave the two of us, I must resort to giving you a hearty thrashing with my book.
Ooh.
It's a hardcover, leather-bound edition, and is quite powerful. Enough to do over 4 digits on average, I'd say.
You're funny. I like you. Without warning, a page from the open book overflows with light.
I don't believe this.
The other me's face flinches in pain and she vanishes into thin air while splitting a curse. Is she gone now? I am no longer picked up any readings of her. The tension leaves my body and I collapse to the ground. While I am there, Elizabeth walks towards me. I first met her 2 years ago. Her attire is somewhat strange, but the place I met her was even stranger. A blue room. This can only be described as a mystical space. Its residents call it the Velvet Room. I do not believe it as all part of the real world. There, Elizabeth was one of the governing powers. She helped me grow spiritually by introducing me to the power of personas. I never imagined that she would leave that room, and let alone that I would run into her here. Yet her appearance here has saved
I'm
me.
sorry for that. Thank you for saving me. Did I save you?
She stares straight at me, then lets out a long sigh of disappointment.
I was on a journey for personal reasons, but I sensed some extraordinary powers clashing against each other and came to see what all the fuss was about. Only to be met with this bitter disappointment.
What? I'm baffled by her Candandus.
Please,
Candandus?
have you already forgotten the enlightenment you gained before me once? Has it escaped your prodigious goldfish-like memory?
What?
It seems that I must once again ascertain what you are truly capable of.
She speaks as if she's engaging in everyday conversation and opens her leather-bound book again. Suddenly, a murderous aura fills the area, fury as a gust of wind. Something about me has disappointed her. I know that much, but I clearly have no idea to ask her what it is.
Here goes.
Oh, I'm fighting Elizabeth.
Decide your fate.
Oh, I'm fighting Elizabeth. Uh-oh. Is she bounded by the spell that Teddy brought on?
Finally.
Oh.
Opening my desk. Severe impact. Dash. Impassive. Go and strike. Your fate is in the card.
Oh, shit.
No. Right there.
Stop.
Your fate is in the card. Here is some electricity. 1.
Ah.
Severe impact.
God.
Persona.
God, stop. God, stop. Okay.
I summon you. Athena. CJ.
Did she just say oopsie daisy?
Severe light damage. Remarkable. Your fate is in the card. Summoning. What? Impassive. Your fate is in the card. Persona. Your fate is in the card.
Oh my God. That was a bit tough.
Finally. Fight.
Oh no. Persona, please hit. What? Remarkable. Please hit. Opening my door. Thanatos. You are seers. No. Please with the ball. Hit. Dash. What? Bramble. What? Bramble. Impact. Dash. How much? Persona. No. I anticipate.
Oh God, I got pushed into the book. Ow.
Summon some more. Dash. Here is some electricity. My turn. I summon you. Persona. Senator.
Ow. God, you're tough.
Dash. Dash. What? Oh no. I summon you. Oopsie. Final sequence.
Oh, I got her.
Palladian numbers set. Maximum charge. Fire.
Yes.
Well done.
Ha! Get wrecked!
Well done.
Well, Elizabeth stands from her kneeling position. Though she lost, she did not have much of a break of. She did not much but break a sweat.
You are indeed neither man nor any ordinary machine. You are truly singular.
Oh.
But then, can anyone be said to be the same as anybody else?
Why is this song playing?
People anguish over the gulf between themselves and others, and the lack of any who could possibly understand. How is their situation different from yours? What defines life is not death, but bonds. That is the answer you once reached. Then take that to heart and go forth. Remember that your bonds will remain unbroken.
My bonds?
I, too, am currently on an endless journey, but I anticipate that you will become a compatriot of mine, unbound by the limitations of time. I hope that you will not be led astray by trivial things. With that, I bid you good luck.
That's Elizabeth. Wait, Bowser. Wait, what? Wait, she just came in here, beat my ass, and left?
There are rules to this tournament delineating behavior after a match.
Such parlor tricks can get stuff. I shall be on my way.
True to her word, she leaves the room with no troubles and closes the door and... Wait, she just left?
She remains a complete enigma.
She just left. I find it amusing, which allows me to feel more relaxed.
It may be true that this world can grant one's true desire, but I want Labrys to see past herself to a world where other people matter. Even if one discards their bonds to avoid pain, all that awaits is a numb, desert-like future with no promise. I thought as she did once, so I'm sure I can understand her.
I too feel the same as Labrys when I went through this incredible trying ordeal. If there's no one to reach out to her, she'll become even more trapped. As she is now, Labrys cannot escape on her own. That is because the key is extricating oneself is to realization, sorry. White. That one is not
I want
alone.
to form a bond with Labrys, with my sister. I want to teach her things that she cannot learn if she is alone.
Wait. I'm confused right now. You know what? Never mind. I might be correct. I suddenly realized the dangers involved. Is it just me, or is the stream messing up? It seems like, wait, it seems like the stream is bugging like hard. It's a little choppy. Just during fights, I think. God, this is... I think YouTube's being stupid. Honest to God, I think YouTube's being, like, legitimately dumb. Because it's completely frozen on my end. Why? Why? Why is it being like this? Oh shit, we're already in the announcement room. This is an announcement room and the sign. The space inside is much larger than the classroom. As I see the equipment here is closer to that of a TV studio and found in a school. Taken together, this is the first distinct sign. Yeah. As I expected, Labrys is here standing in the middle of the room. Since it was completely fine during dancing, I know. Oh, look, it's General Teddy. Great. Wait, and Yosuke Haramura. And if I'm not familiar with the girl's face, but I do recognize the distinct voice. There's demons in my computer. I think it might be my Wi-Fi. I might need to restart my Wi-Fi because I haven't done that in a very long time. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm on a Ethernet. Ethernet. I don't know how it could lag like that, but maybe it is. Unless, is Adachi messing with my Wi-Fi, you prick? Nah, he's good. He's still crying about the thing I told her. Anyway, General Teddy gives a cruel smile, squints his eyes, and speaks.
What a shame. You gave it a try, but there's no way anyone would understand you. Huh?
Huh? General Teddy's voice and tone have undergone a remarkable change. Listening closely, this voice is, oh, so it's finally revealed his true form.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel. Isn't that what you thought? The important part is that it's all your fault. That's not true.
No, don't say it.
Still refuse to remember? Look at me and stop deluding yourself.
Don't say it, Labrys. Oh, and guess what? Now he's gonna do the funny. I'll take the copper wire too while it's up there. No! And there she is. Hello, Labrys, for the 4th time. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to deal with
I'm
this.
the shadow. The true self.
No way. That... She has my face.
But the face is the only thing that's the same. The rest of the body is covered in metal. There's no doubt that this is man-made. Labrys lets out a short scream and backs up.
I'm not like that.
Calm down. It's just taking that form to agitate you.
Yosuke is frankly trying to calm Labrys down. It just takes that form to agitate you. That's what he says, but is it really the case? I have my own suspicions.
No.
Taking that form, huh? Well, you have a point. I do have the power to confuse people's senses. Warp what they're seeing.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other.
Of the things you're seeing right now, which do you think is real? And which...
The former General Teddy. No, Labrys' shadow breaks out into a grin. Labrys, meanwhile, is cringing in fear as she's holding on to Teddy's or Yosuke's sleeve.
I'm not like you.
Huh? What do you mean?
I can see that Yosuke does not know how to answer the sudden
And
question.
how did I come to have these special powers? Why, it's because I have them.
With that, the shadow snaps its fingers. At one static like Porter's tune. Yep. Labrys' body is changing, isn't it? Soon after the noise dissipates, an inhuman-looking girl is standing in her place. Yep.
Robot?
Metallic arms, legs extended from her uniform, thrusting onto her back like wings. It's just like as I thought. Her body is identical to that of a shadow in front of her.
Look, that's what she really looks like. Not only you, but herself too. She really thinks that she's a human living a normal life. It's to reinforce her make-believe is real. She prevented herself from accessing any memories that could contradict that. She even sealed away her own name.
Yeah.
No! Stop! Why are you doing this?
Kindly hurry up and remember me. Remember yourself. It's pretty rude of you to even forget your own name.
No! I don't want to remember!
Uh-huh.
Is that so? Looks like you still need an extra push.
The shadow grims evilly and swings the enormous axe at Labrys and actually at Yosuke-san. Before the axe can complete its arc, I'm already in action. I must intervene. Neither Labrys in shock has seen it her true form, nor Yosuke-san or Rise-san are prepared for the attack. Ooh! Deflect this strike with my metallic part of my arm. It was heavier than I anticipated. The battle axe is a giant lump of metal that blocks most of my vision.
Girl, but you're a robot too?
I turned my head to Labrys and looked straight into the shocked eyes.
You must remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be.
I tell her name in a clear voice. Her official name, which includes something no human has, a model number.
Your true name is 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
Labrys quivers violently as if an invisible arrow has pierced her chest. Da! 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 Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. I wonder who I'm gonna play next. I actually have no clue. Maybe Kanji. Cause where's Rise actually? Who do you like fighting with so far? I like Adachi or Yosuke. No, Adachi or Narukami. Both of them are very good. Though, I mean, those are pretty much the ones I actually like. Do Akihiko for Shinji. Yeah, I'm either gonna do... Teddy would be interesting, because I'm curious about what happened with Teddy. I'll do Labrys at, like, the very end. Yeah. I don't know. Rise can't fight until Ultimax's story. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess with that, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here, because if I start somebody else, it's gonna take forever to finish, so I'm just gonna end the stream here. I think next time it's either gonna be Akihiko, Kanji, or Teddy, because I already know Chie and Yukiko. They're gonna be the same as Yosuke and Narukami, so it's not like they're gonna be any different. So I guess I'll just end the stream here, because I might as well not start a new one, then. Yeah, you know. Alright, next stream will be on Friday, so make sure you stay for that. Because we gotta see what the hell's going on with everyone else. So, yeah. I mean, I really got much else to say, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you